we're going to be working with Indy Rishi using laughter as transformative tools. Where's oh my god. Yeah, there he is. What's up? This is what we're gonna be doing today, y'all. So Mr. Indy Rishi Singh, tell us about yourself. What are we gonna be doing with you today? Talk about it.
What can I say about myself? At this point, I feel like I'm just a living joke. Like, I'm at this point, like there's even no point in taking myself seriously, because like you look at the whole entire world and everything seems like it's upside down. People who care about things don't get any support, and those who get taken advantage of other people get support and get attention. I'm like, wait, the only way I can like actually live in this world consciously is by laughing at the inequality, the injustice, the lack of like understanding relationship intelligence, right? Like all across the board. Like, if I didn't laugh, I would literally either be caught in substance abuse or practicing unhealthy habits, whatever it would be. But like laughter is like this incredible thing that saved me, and not just saved me, it's actually allowed me to tap into parts of my own mind, my own consciousness, and also like improved all my relationships, even with people I just meet for the first time. So,
Wow.
I mean, can you imagine like my girlfriend, how she feels with the laughter? I mean, we when we approach difficult situations, we laugh first and then we deal with the situation. And
That's so cool.
It has such a big difference because we don't ignore the circumstances, but what if we circumvent the stress and the hormones that we release and all the negative feedback loops that we create when we are stressed out and we are nervous and anxious and depressed? Like, what does that do to our decision making? Like, are we good decision makers? You tell me. Are we good decision makers like when we are stressed out?
No, I know I'm not.
So certainly we have to start like thinking about these things. And I think for me, as much as I like laughter seems to be like so silly, like what am I doing with laughter? What the heck? At this point though, I've taught laughter at like places like Disney, at places like Rand Corporation, which is a bunch of the top scientists in the world. Like I've brought laughter into corporations, into organizations. I've taught it at schools, right? And like for me, it's like understanding that everybody is missing this valuable ingredient, which is like an incredible tool that humans have. Let me ask you guys. Let's see if anybody in the chat can answer. How many times do babies laugh in a day? They've tested this. American babies. How many times do they laugh in a day? Who can answer that for a cookie, for a virtual cookie? 100 times, 25, 37, 10 times, 300 times. Get Ruby wins. Price is right. Come on now, Ruby. 300 times. Babies laugh 300 times, right? Every day. How many times do American adults laugh in a day? What do you think? It's probably gone down, like during this pandemic, right? So last time they recorded that, right? They researched it was 7 to 10 times, but now it's probably gone down. All right. So like, let me ask you guys a question. Do we have to tell a baby, you didn't get to 300 laughs. We got to get you on a regiment to get to 300. Like, do we do that with babies, or are they laughing on their own? Like, were we all babies as well? So that's something to think about. Like, if we were all babies, right? Like, we were all babies. We were laughing 300 times. And then when we got older, what happened in your school? What happened in your families? What happened in your society? Did you get told to laugh more, to continue laughing? Or did you get told, shh, shh, no laughing? No laughing in class. No laughing with your friends. No laughing. Okay? No laughing. How many of us have been told over and over again, no laughing? But babies laugh 300 times. Yeah, Jennifer, thank you. But babies laugh 300 times. Are babies doing it because they're like really super intelligent? They're like, oh my God, I gotta laugh 300 times a day. Like they don't know that. We were all babies. So like what was happening to us? So in the chat, I want you guys to write what was happening to us when we were babies. Like who's a scientist here? Who's like looking, like when we talk about self-help discovery and like studying ourselves, we should also understand how did we end up here? Like how did we as human beings end up being adult human beings? So how did we get to be this? Like what happened with babies? Like what was happening with all of us when we were babies? Like, do you guys know what's happening with you when you're a baby? Like physiologically. Like think about physio, not even, don't worry about the emotions. What's happening to your body when you're a baby? Like literally when you're a little baby, what's happening to your body? What are you developing? Can you share that? Babies are growing the most between 0 and 2 years old. Exactly. Our brain. Holy cow. Like, you know how fast our brain is like growing, the neuroplasticity in our brain? What about like our endocrine system? What about our immune system? Don't we, like, are we building our immune systems when we're babies too? Interesting. Our heart. Yeah, cardiovascular system is like, it's like, we're talking about like supercharged growth, right? When we're all babies. So can we, like, I know like it's kind of like jumping a gun, but like think about it as a scientist. Can we associate laughter with development? Is that a decent association we can make? Like, if we are laughing 300 times a day and we're developing all these parts of our body and our brain and everything at the same time, maybe laughter is actually amplifying amplifying the effectiveness of those systems and the growth of those systems. So when we stop laughing as we get older, guess what we're doing to those systems? What about the babies who don't smile? Well, I mean, we gotta tickle them then. Yeah, the baby who's not smiling, you better be tickling that baby, okay? Or you just let that baby pee on you. I guarantee you, they will laugh. When they poop or pee on you, they will. You let them run around naked and poop wherever they want. They will laugh. I guarantee you. But I will say, like something to think about for all of us is, can we start to improve the amount of laughter we do? Like, can we just test it for ourselves? So before I do a little exercise and we'll all do it together, I want to like just kind of like give you guys that note. Can we start to experiment with laughter in our own lives? Like, can we use it as a tool to see, does it improve our immune system? Does it improve our cardiovascular system? Does it improve our relationships? Does it improve certain? Can we just do it a little bit more? Like, let's say, however much you laugh. Maybe some of you guys laugh a lot already. Laugh double, like double the amount of laughter you do. Like just in a day, just like find more reasons to laugh. If you don't want to watch comedy movies, maybe just look out at nature. Like look out at the world. Look, I'm looking over the whole city. I can see San Francisco. I'm not gonna laugh because it's so silly. This whole city, this whole idea of people living on top of people. I'm gonna laugh at that, right? We can laugh at anything, right? Comedians make us laugh at things that are serious all the time. So we can laugh at a lot of different things, but start to experiment more about laughter. And then also, I want you guys to do your own research. Go and look into laughter. Don't believe me. Never believe any weird dude, brown dude. Okay, we have this notorious ability to create cults, and then people then believe everything we say, and then the next thing you know, like some crazy shit goes down. And then there's wild, wild country. All right, like don't believe anything I'm saying. Okay, do your own research, right, and go and look up like what's the science with laughter. Like, did you guys know that laughter actually improves your immune system? Like go check it out. It actually it flushes when you laugh really loudly with their diaphragm and your stomach, right? Like it actually, like it's called mirthful laughing, right? So when you laugh like Santa or Buddha, right, you're laughing with your whole body. You actually squeeze your lymphatic duct, right? So your lymph nodes get flushed and you get brand new immune cells. Like the old immune cells get flushed out and new immune cells are able to kind of like come into existence because the old ones get flushed. So literally when we laugh, we are improving our immune system. So like you can look that up. Cardiovascular system, laughing for 1 minute is equivalent to 10 minutes of rowing. So like we can exercise by laughing, right? We don't even have to go to the gym. So yes, laugh more, play more, find more reasons to play, and then that kind of like leaks into our relationships too, right? Because like guess what? When we're laughing with people more, how does that feel? How does it even feel? Think about it in your own life when you have people who are in your life that are jovial, that are more like jovial and joyful. Do we like being around them? Or do we like go like, oh man, that person's having too much fun. I gotta get away. And then how about the people who are too serious? How do we feel about them? Right now we're kind of in an epidemic of like mental health. We're in a silent pandemic. I've been actually saying this at my city hall meetings because I've been trying to create a mental health task force with my city hall because I feel like we have this mental health pandemic as well, right? And people like are getting even more dehumanized, right, during this process. So maybe we need to start leaning in more, even with our family members, our loved ones, maybe who are too stressed out right now. Maybe they're too anxious. Maybe they're a little extra depressed. Maybe we can go and bring laughter to them, right? Maybe we can just hug them and laugh while we hug them and see if that's contagious. right? Maybe we can like watch some more funnier things with them rather than like killing stuff. Maybe with our the kids that are in our lives, can we like find more reasons to play and laugh with them? Because the kids can now they kind of bring out our own inner child, right? Okay, that being said, we got all these great ideas. Let's do a laughter, okay? And mind you, I think this is a good opportunity, kind of like, if you need to put your, I got my phone, I'm like using this phone. So here's one of my favorite laughters, okay? So I'm gonna get you guys warmed up really quickly, but first let's do a quick little like breathing exercise with this, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a belly, right? And we're gonna do belly and all the way up to a head thing, right? So first, actually, let's actually go backwards, right? Let's let's start at the belly. Can you guys do a belly laugh? Let's see. So think about Santa Claus, like you got like the jovial Santa, jovial. Right? So I want you guys to laugh from your belly, right? So you're gonna make your like belly like kind of like extend. So you could like tap your can you feel your abs? Awesome. All right, you got it. Now try to see if you can laugh from your throat. All right, let's do a throat laughter. Here we go. Oh my god. Sometimes when you're faking laughter, it actually turns into real laughter. Just letting you know, okay? So if you guys can't do it, just try to fake it and it'll become real laughter. Okay. The last laughter, okay? We're going to laugh from our head. Okay? So first, I want you to make it, how would you laugh from your head? Or you could just laugh without making noise. Okay, that's like a lot of workout too, right? Does laughing without noise actually work too? I mean, that's something to think about, right? Like, can we laugh silently? Interesting, interesting. Okay, so that's just a warm up. But before I do that, really quickly, does anybody have any questions or any thoughts? I can't. Let's see. Do I have a co-pilot with this? Anybody
My abs
co-piloting with?
hurt. My abs hurt. Okay.
What do you?
My abs
Can
hurt.
you guys share really quickly, just really like just like with a quick phrase? How are you guys feeling right now? Like, what's going on? Those of you guys are laughing.
Elated.
Elated, lighter, feeling good, feel relaxed. Nice. My cheeks ache. Nice. We have like almost like 30 to 40 muscles in our face. Can you imagine how many muscles we exercise when we laugh? Interesting. So you might not ever need to get plastic surgery if you laugh. You'll actually like all these like, like I'm actually 108 years old. So just letting you guys know, sometimes laughter keeps you nice and young. No Botox necessary, just laugh. Yeah, dude. And by the way, laughter has this beautiful thing about doing this thing with your eyes. Like people like when they see your eyes and you're laughing, it's like very contagious. There are actually neurons in your brain because it's called the mirror neuron effect. So it's like the same thing with yawning, right? When we see somebody yawning, we yawn. The same thing is the case with laughter. So when we see somebody else laughing, we also start laughing. So that's a mirror neuron effect, which is kind of cool. Like what? Like nature and evolutionary biology has actually created like us. We've actually gotten to this point in human history because we are playful creatures, right? And so playfulness is a really big part of our happiness and our joy and even our relationships, right? So, okay, all right, here's the next laughter we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is next time you're in a relationship or you're building a relationship, sometimes we get angry at people, right? And like the anger, like it can go back and forth and it gets worse and worse and worse. Next time, let's try to hack it. So next time, and make sure before you do this, make sure you get on board with your partner about this, that like, hey, we're gonna do this first. So just do this. They're gonna be like, what the fuck, right? So next time you're getting angry and like, or you could feel like there's a fight brewing. Next time, I want you guys to do this laughter. It's the angry laughter. So guys, everybody do it, right? We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna look at each other and we're gonna get mad at each other, but with laughter. Oh, oh, let me see your guys' angry laughter. Oh, oh, no, 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 brother, brother. Oh, oh, ah, oh, awesome. All right. So next time you guys are getting almost, if you feel a fight brewing, you feel a disagreement brewing, an argument brewing, see if you guys can laugh and see what that does, because actually the science shows that when we laugh, we increase oxytocin when we laugh and we decrease cortisol. So what happens is we drop the fight or flight process, you know, where our hearts get like stressed out and the fight or flight thing happens. We actually drop that when we laugh and we raise our oxytocin, which is our love hormone, right? Where we actually feel more connected to other people. So you can like literally hack a fight in the future. See if you could do it. See if it works. Like I said, I don't know anything. Don't believe me. I'm not trying to start a cult. Actually, I'm trying to start a cult, but I'm trying to start a cult of not being a cult. So don't follow anything I'm saying, okay? Like do your own research, be your own scientist, be your own guru, okay? No following gurus. Be your own guru, okay? So okay, the next laughter. Okay, this laughter is a good one because I always feel like when we get like being late. Okay, let me ask you guys in the chat, who here is ever late? Are you guys ever late? You ever get late to anything? Always late, right? Jeez, okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Like this a rhetorical question. Does it ever help being stressed out when you're late? Like does that, like maybe a little bit it makes things go faster, but does it actually, like what about when somebody else is late? Like and we're stressed out that they're late. Do they hurry up? Like we're like, hurry up, you're late, hurry up, you're late. Does that help? But like it's funny because we do that all the time. We do it to ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves, right? When we're late. It's crazy how hard we are on our own selves, right? And then we're also hard on others because we're hard on ourselves and we project it. So let's hack that. Okay, let's do a little cool laugh hack. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of play this game. So the game is, you guys can follow me. I'm gonna kind of set up my camera right here, and you guys can follow what I'm doing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a watch. Maybe you have a real watch or a pretend watch. So the next time you're late, all right, you're gonna look at your watch and we're gonna open up our vocal cords because it's important when we laugh. You want to open up your vocal cords. So we're gonna look at our watch and we're gonna make this sound. Oh, let's go. Oh, right? And then we're going to go, ah, so, oh, ah, let's go running. And then we're going to like, just let it out. That's like, we're going to laugh it out. Okay? You guys ready? So here we go. Oh, ah, oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, next time you're driving a car and you're late, okay? So let's drive the car. We're driving a car. Here we are. We're driving a car. Everybody get to your car. You're driving. Maybe you've got your bicycle, whatever it is. All right. You're driving, and then you look at your watch. Oh, 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 all right. Whew. Okay, I gotta
Indy,
tell you
you
guys.
are taking me out. You are taking me out, dude.
Sometimes I get so high from laughing, I completely check out of
I didn't even want to stop you.
I like drop out of the time space continuum because, by the way,
Perfect.
another thing, guys, when we laugh, we get really high, and actually scientists have studied it that when you laugh, the serotonin and dopamine that you release, it's different than taking drugs. Right. So actually, I do a lot of volunteering in substance abuse communities. I go to a lot of houseless communities, and I actually bring laughter as a tool to build resilience towards substance abuse. Right. So actually, we can hack substance abuse with laughter because what happens is when you laugh, your serotonin, your dopamine goes up. But unlike drugs, which they drop significantly, so you have to take the drugs again, or even if you take medications, you have to take those things again. What happens with laughter is it goes down slowly. So you can just, guess what? You can just laugh again and get high again. So we get high for free. Actually, it's not free. I accept Dogecoin, Bitcoin. I accept GameStop shares, stocks as well. So if you guys want to pay me for this, for getting high, you're welcome to. It's just a donation based payment service, you know. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding actually. If you have Doji coins, hook me up. So all right, we'll do the last laughter, and I think this one is really important because I think we also have to like understand laughter as this tool to kind of build our own strength and power, right? Because a lot of the times that we sometimes in relationships, mind you, oh my god, I totally forgot to mention this. This is a Valentine's Day broadcast, right? Guys, anybody have like, do you guys know anybody who has erectile dysfunction or like premature ejaculation? Like, hello, like this is a very tantric technique. Actually, laughter is actually a brilliant technique to like circumvent premature ejaculation. So I don't know so much about women because I'm not a woman, so I can't attest for that. But like, please, if you're a woman or whatever, and you have a partner, don't laugh at them, but don't do that when you're making love. But it's a way to kind of circumvent premature ejaculation, because when you laugh, you actually do this wonderful thing where you recirculate all this blood and oxygen to your brain, and it actually takes away the attention from ejaculating. The laughter shows up, and then you actually can last longer. Which, don't believe me, do your own research, right? See if that works. Like before you're like, when that's building, that ejaculation is building, laugh and see what happens. It's a very tantric thing that you can do. Actually, it's written in the tantric, in some like tantric treatises. They actually talk about laughter as a brilliant tool to experience sexuality even better, right? But don't laugh at your partner. Like, I'm not advocating that. Okay, please. Okay, our last laughter, but not even the least. Okay, this is my favorite one because this is the laughter we use to generate power in ourselves, but it's also very kundalini. So what we're gonna do is, wherever you guys are, you could be seated, but I would advocate for you to stand up. That's like the better way to experience this, okay? So standing up, here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna think about your arms being up like this. We're gonna get to this place, but not yet, right? So what we're gonna do is, this is called the sumo laughter. So you guys remember sumo wrestlers, right? They get low and they go, "Hurrah, hurrah," right? And then we're gonna do a powerful laughter, like a WrestleMania WWE laughter, okay? We're gonna get super powerful. And really, this is a laughter to kind of like, if before a meeting, or before you're gonna have like a date, or before you're gonna like do something really important. This actually activates your whole nervous system. You wake it all up. So you'll be like way more sharper. You'll be way more ready for whatever you do. Actually, the anecdotes I get from this are freaking amazing. And I'm really interested. You guys, please reach out to me after you guys use these laughters. Please share with me stories using this in your life. If there's anything that has benefited you, I want to know, because it inspires me to do more. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Get your sumo wrestler, your WWE. Get it ready to go. Here we go. Get it wide and open. Starfish. Get a starfish. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, you guys are awesome. Whew. Are you guys feeling pumped?
Indy, thank you so much. I love every bit of it. This is perfect. I didn't know how much I needed this. Oh my God. Thank you so much for this. My face is wet. Thank you for this laughter. I love to laugh, and literally I cannot even. This is great. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Literally, I think we we need so much more of this. I totally understand what you're saying about laughter just literally making the world so much better. So yes, thank you. No Botox necessary, babes. We don't need that. Thank you. What else? What any last things before you go? Anything you want to say? Offer up?
Yeah. I mean, I thank you. You brought up a good point. You know, I cannot advocate more, you guys, like how important it is for us to find play and joy and laughter in our own lives more, right? And then with that, when you build that that resilience, when you build that joyfulness, please take the extra, for me, if not for yourself, for me, go out into the world and be of service. Go and serve those communities that are marginalized. Go to your city halls. If you have more resilience, go in city halls and actually change the policies and change the bullshit that's like in our own neighborhoods. Any injustice anywhere is injustice
Justice
everywhere.
to
Okay,
that's right.
so don't forget that. So if you feel depressed or anxious, it's not just because you are depressed. It's because people around you are suffering and you're
That's
feeling
right.
it. All right. So I love you
Thank
guys. Keep
you. Thank
laughing.
you, Indy. We will keep laughing. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Thank you, Indy. Yeah, I love that energy.
Whew.
Woo! I needed that as someone who sometimes can be playful and sometimes not. I just got some new tools, man. Thank you.